Hello, intertubes. Now you may have noticed the title of my video. In fact, it may have stood out just a little bit. Because in my video I mentioned something that most other headlines about Friday's horrific airshow accident failed to cover in the first place, failed to inform you of, and that little fact is this: the pilot who crashed his plane into the crowd of innocent onlookers, 74 years old. Now, how the fuck any 70-plus-year-old pilot is allowed to fly dangerous high-speed stunts over crowds of innocent people, I have no fucking clue. How is this shit even allowed to occur? At the very least, there should have been warnings all over the place, signs put everywhere. Warning: pilots exceeding 70 years in age operating aircraft during show. These pilots are expected to make snap decisions and operate in situations in which the sharpness of their reflexes must be lightning quick, or you and your family run a great risk of either being killed or horribly injured, or possibly maimed for life. Proceed at your own risk. It makes me wonder, why is it that I've heard almost no one point out that the pilot's age could possibly have had something to do with this crash? I mean, we're talking about really high speed, aerial maneuvers, snap decisions, quick judgments. 74 years old. Remember like 4 or 5 years back when some old asshole got confused or fell asleep or something while he was driving down the goddamn road and ended up plowing his vehicle right through the middle of some small child's 6-year-old birthday party, just mowing down toddlers and innocent onlookers and little kids like noxious weeds? Yeah, that guy was something like 74, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was like 74 goddamn years old. And immediately, everyone reporting on this incident was like, if only someone had realized that this was a 74-year-old man who was still allowed to drive around legally under his own supervision. What a terrible, terrible tragedy. This is truly a terrible failure of our system. If only someone had caught this. Well, apparently 74-year-old men are allowed to fly in air shows. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If this shit gets investigated or looked at or looked into further with any level of honesty, I'm gonna bet right here and now that it turns out that this man's age had a lot to do with the accident. I mean, almost no one mentions how old this fucking guy was. 74 years old, and he's flying around in a plane doing aerial stunts? Have you ever tried to hand a 74-year-old man an Xbox controller? They'll look at it for like 10 or 15 minutes trying to figure out if it controls the television, or is a new snack, or is a part to a car, or maybe it came in the mail and has something, it hooks onto his oxygen tank somehow. You don't fly around in air shows when you're 74. That's a new rule. Why isn't anyone talking about this shit? Am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong. But if you do think I'm wrong, I want you to look at the situation and think. Honestly, that was your family, your loved one that got killed in that crash. Would you be considering that perhaps this man's age had something to do with this incident? Be honest. Let me know what you think.